What's going on, everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of the Street Artist Steelers News Show. I know I've been gone for the better part of the last 3.5 weeks as far as putting out a full show. But if you're a real diehard Steeler fan such as myself, I didn't have anything good to say up until this past game against the Cincinnati Bengals. I mean, come on. We lost to 2-10 Arizona. Then we lost to 2-10 New England. And then we get beat by a subpar Colts team to go from 7-4 to 7-7. Mitch Trubisky was absolutely terrible. And if you follow any of my shorts, I had been calling for Mason Rudolph to come up and start instead of Mitch for like the past 2-3 weeks. Thank God finally they put Mason Rudolph into the game, and Mason Rudolph came out show improved, got George Pickens back involved in a huge way in a tune of 4 catches, 195 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The defense was firing on all cylinders and was absolutely amazing. So after getting over my depression from them previous 3 weeks, it's safe to say that I'm back. I'm ready to go. So let's get ready to get into it. We're going to go over Steelers versus the Bengals, us getting to 8-7, and by some stretch of the imagination, still, just might have an opportunity to make the playoff. So before we get into anything else, yes, we beat the Bengals, bro. Our arch rival, our most hated rivalry. Now, I know our biggest rivalry is the Baltimore Ravens, but the team that we hate the most is definitely the Cincinnati Bengals by far. And in that game, Mason Rudolph showed out. I've been waiting for them to give Mason Rudolph an opportunity, and I've been calling for that for about the past 3 to 4 weeks. And I'm glad my man B-Mac, Brian McFadden, a 2-time Super Bowl champion with us during the mid-2000, 2008 to 2010-11 seasons, completely agreed with me. Mason Rudolph has been there the longest, and he knows the offense. And y'all got to remember, even though Matt Canada got cast away, he had to go bye-bye. The offense could not change at that point during the season. But as you saw, Mason Rudolph had complete control of the offense because Mason Rudolph has played in this offense the longest. And like I said, the man won games for us. If y'all recall back in 2019 when Big Ben got hurt, Mason Rudolph came in and did his thing. So let's move right along to the elephant in the room. Just 2 weeks ago, my boy George Pickens was being blasted all over social media for not blocking for Jaylen Warren down at the goal line. And I'm one of them people that was blasting him as well. I mean, come on, man. Be like Hines Ward, bro. Arguably the greatest blocking wide receiver to ever play in the NFL. Even if you're not going to block the man, at least you go ahead and run a full pattern so that guy has to follow you away from the play. But enough said about that, because the boy redeemed himself this week against the Bengals in a big way. 4 catches, 195 yards, 2 touchdowns, and is the first player to have 2 65-plus yard touchdowns in a single game since going all the way back to Louis Lips. And many of you young Steelers probably don't remember Louis Lips, but Louis Lips was a hell of a receiver in his own right during his formidable Steeler years. So George Pickens, my hat's off to you, my brother. You showed up in a big way. You redeemed yourself with me. But I don't want to ever see nothing like that again, bro, where you don't block, because you are known as a wide receiver that is a beast-type blocker. So that can't never happen no more. I've also been calling for Najee Harris to get the ball more, and in the past few weeks, Najee has been getting the ball more. So there's nothing that I can say bad about Najee right now. Najee is running more powerful. He's slamming into the line. He's making cuts with authority. And when Jaylen Warren comes in to spell him, Jaylen Warren, as y'all know, this kid is going to be a game breaker. So that 1-2 punch at running back really showed up in a big way as well against Cincinnati. So we had Rudolph, Pickett, and the offense rolling. Now let's go to the defensive side of the ball. I don't care what nobody says, man. Highsmith and T.J. Watt is the best tandem that there is at the edge rusher position in the entire NFL. And anybody that wants to argue with me, go ahead, hit me up, put your information in so we can discuss it. Because if you can show me where there's any other two edge rushers on the same team in the National Football League that is as good as T.J. Watt and Highsmith, then I'd like to see that. So let's take a look coming up for the next couple of weeks, though. We got 2 games left. We have to win at least one of them, so Coach Tomlin can still, never have a losing record. But if we win both of them, we still have an opportunity to make the playoffs. So the team that I saw this weekend against the Bengals, that has to be the team that shows up in these last 2 games. We go into Seattle, and then we got the Ravens last game of the season. They'll probably have home field advantage already sewed up, so they may sit some of their starters. But we're not looking for no easy way out. We're not looking for a backdoor way in. We want to go right through the front door like real Pittsburgh Steelers should. This is Professor Cass, and that covers what we just saw this week. And a little closer to the end of the week, I'll have a preview of the Seattle Seahawks game. Peace, y'all. Until next time, Professor Cass out.